Take two. I spent 40 minutes of my life. Like, don't get me wrong, what I said was very useful on the first one. I might send it to you, but let's do it again, bro. Let's do it again. Oh.
Ready for battle.
I'm gonna be a lot more straight to the point. Like, it was extreme yapness in the first one. Okay.
Let's kick this off. Come on back, Pricey.
That's nice. Sweet. That's nice.
Objective's mine.
Here we got a kill, by the way. Okay.
I'm on fire.
This is where I got really mad in the original one kill. You're too focused on the Doomfist. You can literally position here and then like axe it too. Like, look at that. Even if it's so much free value. Even if you force Suzu, even if you only force TP or whatever else, they already use sleep. I don't know if, like, you just get so much value and you make the Doom die faster. But you're just too tunnel deficient on the Doom right here. So, yeah, that's one of the things.
Let's go win this thing.
Like, you should not be here.
Enemy turret down.
As I said, it should be there. Like, obviously you still want to fight, but it would have been better.
Plans canceled. Where's my knife?
Enemy turret destroyed. Watch your back. I'm overloading.
Unfortunate knife, but okay. Yeah, you fit him here, remember. Again, you're just tunnel vision of the Doom. Like, yeah, you kill him, nice. Because you had a little follow-up, but that's, I guess, okay. Well, I'm sorry if I'm gonna sound way more aggressive here. I feel so annoyed by the fact that, like, my pen did not work. I could still send you the original, like, you'll still understand, but not to the same degree. Okay, no Suzu, no. Nice, no nade. Okay. You have a Kitsune Rush here. You had all of your cooldown. You were okay. You did not have full HP, but you were like 80% health. And instead of that, you just decide to give up all of that beautiful space and just shoot the fucking Doom and shoot the Doomfist. Why? Genuinely, why? You know, it would have been so much better. Here. Or just go in, fuck it, you had shout. Go in, kill the Torb, kill Diana, what, I don't care. Shoot one of them. Shoot one of them. I would go for the Torb because he's the easier target. And it's easier to play the corner here, it's less risky, but don't just go back and shoot the Doomfist. Don't do that. It's something that repeats itself in the VOD, by the way. And then again, because you did not force out the Torb and Ana, the Ana could have just, like, you know, lived, and she could nano the Doomfist, and then you lost the fight because of that. Maybe, okay, maybe you wouldn't have, like, killed the Ana in that situation, but it would have almost definitely prevented her from using nano. And okay, you can also argue, okay, you have 3 people here, why are you looking behind? But because he's nanoed, I don't blame you. Like, you could have still theoretically play, like, here-ish, like, try to poke, but it's an Doomfist. He can, if he punches you out of your position, you're fucking dead, so I don't blame you for doing that. Hey, you're dead here, I think. Yeah, it's fine. You're down, by the way. Okay, they're back.
My hand needs a knife in it.
Burning the middle.
Enemy turret, scrap it. Time for the reckoning.
Yeah. This is what my coach called this tempo. You basically you did not respect the tempo. You went in way too fast. You should have played it slightly slower. Like I know you already watched about, so I know what happens, but you basically die here. And
Numbered.
I know you die here, but
Right.
please, you have axe, use it on him right now. Like if you use that if you used axe in that situation, you would have killed him. Like yeah, you would have still lost because like you know three teammates down, but you would have at least gotten someone with you, which is way more value than just you know feeding and dying. If you want to feed, at least you know get the kill. And obviously, I already said it in the first one. Against Anakiri, you probably want to wait for your perk at all costs before you ult, but you know that the entire timing was just not that good. You should have like been slightly more patient.
Let's go win this thing. To me, Gracie.
Spinning punch, that's unfortunate, but okay, one down. Okay. In here, you actually have the opposite problem. In here, you're trying to go for the Ana, but... One sec. But you have now 3 people, which are like going to attack. You have the Kiriko, Doomfist, and Torb all going in. So what I would do instead of going all the way, trying to force the Ana over there, I would stay here and try to either axe the Kiri, axe the Torb, maybe axe the Doomfist if you can't in that situation, or at least as a way to mitigate that attack. But normally understand, okay, going for the Ana, you zone her out its value, but know when there are 3 people that are like all attacking and stacked up against your backline. So yeah. And then yeah, your cast dies. If you realize that early, you could have maybe slightly turned that around, but that's fine. Yeah, that's can't say much here.
My hand needs a knife in it. Let the kids
Yeah, I remember that. You gotta kill. Yeah, okay. In the first take, I said it was probably an ult diff. And like, yeah, you had to touch. That makes sense. Actually, I want to take the extra time I have here, just to see if there was something else that could have been done. I'm curious. That's way too bad. That's way too much. Six. Even more. 48. Okay. I want to see that. Okay, 2 ults. Yeah, you lost all of HP. Like, yeah, you kind of had to touch. I mean, and it was very, very, like, you know, difficult, so I don't blame you, but maybe instead, like, you could have walked from here. 1 sec. I don't think it would have actually, like, changed much, but, like, okay. Like, maybe you could have tried to, like, you know, come from here. My mouse is not working. Like, come from here. Maybe it would not have been enough. So, like, sorry. Maybe it would not have been enough, and I feel like it would have been lost anyway, but, you know, worth trying anyway. But, again, this is probably still an ult diff. I would not. I would probably still done the same as you in that situation, so I don't blame you.
Take cover.
I hope I'm speaking clear, by the way. I hope you understand what I'm saying, because sometimes people struggle with that, because the way I say words is sometimes way too fast for people, and I'm sorry.
Think of it now.
Okay, on Volcano, I remember also I have a very specific problem with you, and I will tell you that in a second when it happens.
Enemy turret. Scrap it.
So yeah, okay. One small thing that I started also said, you don't have to start this safe here. You can literally take the route, like go. Okay, I want normal pen. Sorry. You can literally, like, instead of I hate this. Instead of starting here and playing safe, playing poke, you could literally instead just go here. It's way safer. As you can see, nobody's there. Except your cast is emitter, so it's even better. So you're going on a flank with your DPS, and you can force out the Doom, the Torb, and the Kiriko before they're even on main. And when the point starts ticking, that's where you can position here, which is where you went to eventually. So yeah. Like, it's just so much... Okay. It's just so much safer for you to go here. And on higher ranks, they usually by default go here. So it's even better, which is actually better for you, because it means you have a relatively shorter range brawl between whatever heroes play here, which is, like, you know, what you want as a queen. So yeah, just a small note here, just a small positioning thing. And again, yeah, you're a little tunnel vision of the Doom. It's not like a Zarya where, like, okay, you should still not 1v1. But, like, Doomfist you can kind of ignore all the time, especially with your comp. Like, I don't know if I already said it, but you have a Cass, you have a Kiriko, you have a Tracer. These are all, I say in the original pick, I don't know if I said it here, these are all heroes that don't really care about the Doomfist that much. Like, even they don't get, like, overly fucked by him. So, like, okay, the Mercy, sure, yes, but, like, it's okay if you ignore him. Like, maybe keeping LOS is important, like, between you and the Doomfist, but you don't have to, like, be on his face the entire time. You have a comp that can deal with it. This is comp specific, but you don't need to worry. Also, okay, yeah. Another point. This line you created, like, I also did that. Along when I was diamond in plat, there's like this imaginary line in the sand which you, like, were creating, which you're not allowing yourself to pass. But, like, there are a lot of situations where you can, like, definitely push forward. I'm sorry, this route. Like, I feel like you just, like, play safe for no reason. Like, when the Doom died, you could have, like, slightly played here, but for now, this is not the worst as the way you are right now, so I don't blame you. But in later situations, I would, like, be very critical of that.
They built a turret. Let's go win this thing.
Hello, Suzu. Nice. Nice. Also, small note on the majors. I understand why you took Willy Willy. Like, there's a Doom and there's Ana Kiriko, which, like, especially the Kiriko that Willy Willy is really good against. However, at the same time you have Torb and you have Cass, which are both very short range heroes, and it's Samoa. Samoa is also a relatively short range map where you can get a pretty good amount of axe value, and especially because the Doom wasn't very smart with how he played. Like, he didn't dodge your axes as much or anything. Like, he did stun you out of it a good amount, but I feel like in that case you could have easily also taken axe perk and got base slightly more value. However, this is just, like, a minor thing. It's not like a mistake. It just that you took Willy Willy. It's, like, also completely fine in that situation, because Cass, you can still get value out of it. Like, you can still get value out of axe perk, out of Willy Willy from, like, everyone except the Doomfist. But, like, I would not. I feel like Expert would have worked here as well, just fine. As much as like Spalacordus would like fry me alive for that. So yeah, just play. Okay, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, it's all at around the same time. Go in, please. Go in. Doom is dead. You literally you care. Okay, nobody's on like your team, so you do need to like approach it slightly more carefully. Like you can't just like 1v5 go all in, but like you can just like you can at least like get like around here around the corner, and if you can't, then like then you can always like go here, like the corner here, and like try to poke out the cast, poke out the, or even clear the Kiri in the backline. Like that's what your caster probably do, and like force some cooldowns. And if you sit there like you're low and you keep like landing your shots, just fuck it, go and kill them. And you see if you're like, for example, Cass is with you here or Tracer. Like don't be afraid to cross that imaginary line. With that, I already said, don't be afraid. There's a more egregious example with the Kiriko soon, which I will definitely also mention, but still. Like you see, if you play closer here, you would have probably killed him. The Cavs. Also, just a minor thing. Of course you were like being shot by 3 people, so I don't blame you. But like, just at least try to look around a little bit more, so you see like, oh, the Torp took an angle. Like it's something you should keep in mind, because that means there's an extra person who can shoot you now. So yeah. Like he died. Like your cast like was smart, but Go in again. Okay, here. Your Kiriko is literally okay. I saw that clip too. I'll get to it soon. Your Kiriko is doing the right thing. I had like a rant in the first take that if all the Kiriko players would play like your Kiriko here, she would like get nuked in 2 days, because that she plays your Kiriko like amazingly. That's exactly what you want your Kiriko to do, and she's getting so much fucking value. So instead of like being a scaredy cat and being too scared to like, okay, that's the wrong place, and being like way too scared to like pass the line. Like this situation specifically is the perfect situation for you to just play here. Like just do it, literally. Don't be afraid. Just don't be afraid. Just do it. Literally, like you see Kiriko taking an angle. You see she's getting a kill. Like she's getting a kill. Like I feel like she would have probably not needed to use Suzu if you're in with her. If you're in with her, you could have shoot so many more people, and you would have helped her get even more value. And if I remember correctly, she gets 2 kills. Like your Kiriko like fucking carried. No, okay, she did not get 2 kills, but like she got 1 kill. And again, nano stuff like that. You could have probably perfect. Like, let me go slowly back here again. Like here, I would genuinely like. It's a little risky, but even if you didn't want to like go in with the Kiriko, boom, free corner. Like okay, again, this is a little risky since like your HP is low, teammates are low and stuff like that. This is nowhere. In the first take, I did not tell you. I don't think I told you to do that, but I would also probably not do that. But still, keep that in mind. Oh yeah, that's what I remember. Okay. Sorry, this is what I wanted to talk about. Sorry, I'm yapping even more than before. Oh my god, it's bad. Yeah, Doom is nanoed. Honestly, play here. Play here. Or if you want to play a little safe. If you want to play like a little, you're gonna play a little safe. If you don't wanna, okay, fuck. If you don't wanna play here, then play here. Then, because if he then punches you, like, I can't do it without pressing left click, bro. I swear. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Sorry. So what I meant is like, if you're too scared of playing here, you can play here, because even if he tries to punch you, you can always go back to cover, and your teammate will be with you. As I said, you don't need to be on his face. You're still getting basically the same amount of value as you are right now, just a lot safer. And you would have prevented, and you would also prevented these guys, the Cass, the Torb, and the Kiriko from going in that easily. It would have been a lot harder for them. Like, obviously, yeah, he died, which is, like, amazing, because the Nano was, in retrospect, was also not that good, which is why you could have been slightly greedier with your positioning. I'm being called.
As the queen
Alright.
decrees. Outnumbered. They finally got up there.
Again. Tunnel vision. Stop. Stop. Please. Stop tunnel visioning on the Doom. Stop. You see this? He's going in. You play here. You play again. I'm sorry if I sound like really aggressive. It's not on purpose. It's just like it's the second take, so I'm like have a lot less patience. So you do this, boom. You can literally prevent their entire fucking push by doing that. But no, you decide to give up space and go back to shoot the Doom, which you did not need to. Okay, let's go back to the thing. So yeah, don't do it, please. You gave us so much space for no reason. And target priority. You ult. Let me show it to you from a different.
Time for the reckoning.
Look at this guy.
Meteor strike.
It was still antied the entire time. But again, you went for the Doom, and not for the Cassidy, who was antied and half HP, and which you could have easily killed. Yeah.
Enemy turret ahead. I'm at the height of my performance.
Right, this is my penny's working, right? Okay.
Shake the grit out of your knickers and move.
Enemy turret ahead.
It's time.
Okay, go. Yeah. You just need to fall back here. I remember, and you did, which is fine. You did correctly here. Good job. Good job, by the way. I would have, when I was your rank, I would have fucking fed and died, which is congrats. So I have not good clear on the Kiriko as well. I remember complimenting that a lot.
Check out the enemy's turret. Let the kitsune guide you. Pick up your feet, you drongos. Restore balance.
Okay. Oh yeah. Nano cast. The nano cast. You just have to be slightly careful here with the nano cast. He can do. He's like, you know, on your face, so there's no way he's gonna like no headshot you. But yeah, you're getting rezzed, so it's fine. Like, it's not the end of the world. That was a trash kitsune. It's fine. It's basically over. I remember that. I don't think there was anything to say. So.
They have this coming, so let's give it to them.
Shake the grit out of your knickers and move.
It all comes down to this. Here's ahead.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. That was fine, but you did give up a lot of like first, basically being there first, which is very important in Control. In Clash and Flashpoint, it matters slightly less, but yeah, whatever. Going here is fine, by the way. I actually never do that, which is I should probably do that too. You taught me something new. Oh yeah, I remember that one.
this thing.
You could have. What is the alternative? Shift, E, boom, X. Honestly, if you use shout on this too, you could probably X both of them. But fuck it, if you don't want to be that greedy, literally, X the Kiriko. She's behind you. She has no TP. I think she also just used Suzu, so she's a free target. But no, again, for like the 5th time, you go for the Doomfist. Or you go for the point, whatever. You go for point, okay. You went for point, but still, it's still like not the correct thing here. You stagger a little bit. Oh, never mind. No. Yeah, I remember that flick is weird, man. Oh no, that flick is weird, but it's fine. All right. Unfortunate, but like you're being very liberal with how you shoot power block. Okay, again.
Needs a knife in it.
Same problem here. Boom. You see the Torb? You just look behind him. Look behind you. Look. Instead of looking behind you at the Doomfist, look here. Look at the Torb. He just used Overload. That's a free axe, which already gets rid of the overhealth and all of the armor. Then you can knife him. You can kill him. Like, or even better, you can go if you want to go be greedy. You can even try to fucking knife the Kiriko or whatever. But even if you don't do anything, even if you don't manage to kill a Torb, you manage to zone out the entire backline away from Doom, which yes, he would have ulted anyway, which you didn't know that, but that's fine. But you would still gotten so much value by doing that. And again, you force ult, but instead you just force ult because you gave up the space and went for the Doomfist.
Meteor strike.
Nice time from the Kiri, by the way, but still, again. That's fine. It's annoying, but yeah. Nice. I'll go for the Kiri. Nice. Good job. I forgot that you did. Honestly, you could have gone for the. You could have gone for the Doom here. Honestly, unironically. These are one of the few times where going for the Doomfist is fine. Like, yeah, you forced Kitsune, so like, don't get me wrong, what you did was very good and basically as good. But ironically, if you want to focus the Doom, this was probably the best time to do it. But again, I think what you did was better. But still, just find it funny that the only time we were focusing on Doom was fine. You don't do it. Okay. Yeah. And I also had a little bit of a small discussion here. Let's go back for a few seconds. Even more. Alright, let's sign off. Come. It's high noon. Immediately. Even this one, I don't care. You hear it's high noon, you run the fuck back to a cover. I would have preferred this one because it also would have allowed you to more safely disengage because I'm pretty sure your teammates died here, but you should not have ignored that. Like, okay, maybe you should. I would have looked behind me as well to see where he is, but I would have done that first. But like, yeah, please. That's why you died. But obviously, it's, you know. You would have actually survived here with the axe perk, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's, as I said, the majors, like, as much as I like the axe perk and never think it's better than with the Willy most of the time. Especially in Diamond, Plat, and below. It's not the end of the... You can definitely pick Willy here and get the low value. That's fine. Like, that's where I actually disagree with Spylo. Where was the Kitsune? Here, okay. I remember, okay, this is also a tempo thing, but I even say my first take, I don't fucking care. Go, good old, I don't care. I would have done the same. For me, it's okay. You also get rest.
Thanks. Who needs cutting?
And again, you're so scared. Why are you scared? Like, yeah, okay, Doom punches, but look at them. There nobody is next to you except the Doomfist here, who is literally like 100 HP. Why are you falling back? Literally play the corner here. And if you're, okay, you're slightly too scared, then okay, fine, play here. Play this here. Just be more aggressive, literally. Like, or if you're feeling extra greedy, play here, but I would not do that. That's the Tracer's job. Literally. Like, I feel like the problem is that, like, as I said in Volcano, like, you make this artificial, like, line, you make, like, this artificial line in the sand where you're, like, not allowing yourself to pass. But it's, which I also had that, but it's genuinely harmful. Like, if you're lower ranked, it makes sense as a way for you, you know, to not feed, but you're way better at the game, and you should now be able to search how you can break the rules. And also because your Tracer is on a corner, it's really safe. Like, there's no downside of even being the more aggressive one, which is here. If, like, the Tracer wasn't there, I would have gone, like, the one before it, but yeah, still. Don't be scared in that situation. You see here, you're not focusing the Doom, which is fine. Okay, you had to fall back a little bit, which is okay, fine, cooldowns. Isn't I don't want to say it's on you really, but because like, yeah, you could have probably prevented some of the, yeah, that just, that, oh yeah, I remember that. Okay, never mind, you did do a very stupid mistake here. One sec. You could have survived for so much longer if you stayed here and gone here. But no, you had to go all the way to the middle of the open just to get destroyed by the Cass, the Kiriko, and the Doomfist, whoever. I know the Doom was blocking, but, and the Torb as well. Like, you just basically committed suicide by doing this play. You could have, you would have stayed so much longer in the fight, and maybe even won if you just did this, and immediately go back to your cave. Unironically. That was a throw. That was a throw. That part was a throw specifically. Like, yeah, you losing, like, okay, your teammates did die and stuff like that, so obviously you would have inevitably lost. But there's a difference between, like, you lose a fight and you lose a fight, but you got a few picks with you, or you force the fuck ton of cooldowns. And I feel like this would have made a difference. Yeah, here I remember, it's just GG's basically, if I remember correctly. It's like, you didn't play that you played like okay, but it's just GG's from what I remember. It was already over. Yeah, it was already over. So, yeah, I remember, it's like, it's basically over. If I remember correctly. Yeah, okay. So, two main points for you. Firstly, stop looking at the Doomfist. Stop your two tunnel vision on the tank, and because you're two tunnel vision on the tank, you give up a lot of space, which makes the enemy team be able to push forward and make you either lose a fight, or you win, but because your team carried. You did not, there were so many situations where you could have just stayed in the aggressive spot and still get a fuck ton of value. And like, even like prevented the entire pushes because you did not have a comp which you had to really peel for. In general, Queen is not really a peeler per se, so yeah. And secondly, the positioning, like, just be more aggressive, man. I see the artificial sand lines you're making with some maps. It's extremely obvious with costs, but maybe in like payload and push you don't play like that, but who knows. But at least in costs, I see you so many times stopping yourself from going forward, even though sometimes it is literally the right play to do it. So yeah, that's my advice to you.